are out here working on my warm bin today, and with me is my niece Ashrika. Say hi, Ash.
Hi.
What are we doing today? And my grandma.
Working in the garden.
We're working in the garden. What are we doing in the garden?
Doing some worms.
Yeah, we're separating the worms out from the bin today. It's sunny outside today, so what I have going on here, I have my warm bin here that's full of worm castings, and so we're putting it in this box, but in heaps, as you can tell. And then with the sun, when the sun hits it, the worms crawl to the bottom. So I just take the tops off, put it in that tray, wait, and then check the bottom of that too before I put it in the bucket, so I can, have those ready for the garden for summer. But yeah, that's pretty much how we're doing it. Once I get done with this, I'm gonna set up a new, new bedding and new stuff for the worms. So I'll go ahead and shoot that and make that part of this video too. Talk to you guys later. So I wanted to show you guys how we do this. So since it's in heaps, you get the top part, and then I don't know if you guys can see, but like there's not that many worms in here.
Can I see? Can I see?
Because they all like to go to the bottom because of the sun. So I just basically do this. Sorry, I'm just using one hand because I'm holding the camera with the other. But I look through and no worms. So then I put them in this pile over there. And I'm going to actually look through that again more thoroughly to make sure there's no big worms. You can see there's some big worms right here. So they're going to start crawling to the bottom. And we do the same. That one had a piece.
That's your friend. Is that your friend?
No, this is us, Baba. We're going to share this with our friends. And see, there's no worms in this one. Oh, there's some worms right there. So I'm going to just flick that off.
You're talking to what?
My friends, Baba.
Where are they? What are they doing?
And then I'm going to put this in this pile and go through it more thoroughly. So I continue doing that with this, all of this, and then I'm going to continue it with this until I'm done.
I'm sorry.
And then, the worms are going to go in their new bedding, and I'll shoot a video of that also. So I am actually getting ready to start the new bedding for my worms. And I had food in there already on top of my old bin, and I just scooped all that out. There's a bunch of worms in there too, so that made it a little bit easier to separate them. But I scooped that out and I put it aside. And now what I'm going to do is I put some soil at the bottom, that one layer of food that I had scooped out of my old bin, and I'm going to put more newspaper that I shredded right now on it. And in this corner over here, right here, I'm going to put some rotten tomatoes that a family member brought because they couldn't use it all. So I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to cover it with the shredded newspaper, and then I will spray this blue newspaper with a little bit of water because the fruit has a lot of liquid. I might not even spray it with water because the tomatoes has a lot of liquid in it. And then I'm still separating my worm castings from my worm. I have them in heaps outside, which I'll show you in a minute. And then I'm going to cover this up with a cardboard or thick pieces of newspaper. So if you hold just a moment, let me get the tomatoes in here. Now, since I only have one hand, both of which are filthy, this is going to be a little difficult. So I'm going to stop the camera and I'll be right back. So, sorry, it was upside down. So here's the tomato. And there's worms in there already, so I'm just going to scoop up some of this shredded newspaper on top. I might add some more later on. And then I'm going to take you guys outside and show you the mountains I have created to get my worm casting separated from my worms. So I wanted to show you guys how I have my little mountains, hills, whatever you want to call them, set up. So these are the worm castings straight from the bin, and they have worms in it. So what I do is I have put them in little things, and then you take off the top little by little, right here. And then there's, I mean, obviously there's going to be a few worms in it, and when I see them like that right there, I'll pick it out and I'll put it in my worm holding bin. And you do that with all of them. It's obviously going to be a process, but this is the only way that seems to work. You see, they're trying to go down right now, all the worms. I'm going to pick that up. There's a lot more worms in the middle. So you just make little hills, wait for them to go down into the, like a little bit lower, and you pick it out, inspect it a little, and put it aside. After I do this, I take whatever I extracted to this, and I just lay them flat like that, and then I'll go through that, I'll scrape through that. If I find any worms, I will put them in the little worm holder, and then I'll put those in here. And so far, I have this 5-gallon bucket, about almost a quarter of it full with worm castings. By the time I'm done with all these worm castings, I'll probably have half a bucket, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to using it in my garden. So yeah, that's the process, and I hope everybody's garden's doing well, and I hope everybody is feeding their worms, and their worms are giving them beautiful manure. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.